Do you fear losing yourself to another relationship? Are you afraid to let somebody in because you're afraid of change? And are you confusing change with control? The thing is, you don't change for the right person, you evolve with the right person. So we have to stop letting our past dictate our future. It's time to understand that evolution is a part of our growth. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing, because of our past relationship, because of past trauma, because we've been in narcissistic energy before, the biggest fear we have is losing ourselves again. The biggest fear we have is change. And we think that because of our past relationships, we changed so much. And we didn't actually change. What happened was we were controlled, and we were led to become codependent, and we lost ourselves. So we're now fearing that if anything changes now, we're losing ourselves again. And that's one of the biggest things that is preventing us from letting love in again. Because we think that if we're changing, we're being controlled. But if you're staying the same, you're actually being controlled by your past. That's the difference. Our biggest fear is losing ourselves again, but you're actually losing yourself to your past because you're afraid of evolving. And this is the thing, we think that this big thing, this big energy is it's like this person wants me to be something I'm not. I can't be that for that person. And I hear this so many times as well. I can't give you what you need. Yes, you can. You're literally saying, I won't give you what you need because I'm too fucking lazy. That's effectively what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't be the person you want me to be. Yes, you can. You're just refusing to because you're staying in your little box. And this is the thing. We have this wall of protection up around us. And we literally are saying to ourselves, I'm going to stay in here forever. And anyone who comes near me is like my ex, so therefore they're going to fuck off. So any little shift or any little difference, it's like, no, I'm not conforming. I'm not going to be controlled. I'm not going to be codependent again. And this is the thing. You know what I mean? We want to manifest our dreams. But there's a big but in the way, and I keep saying this. We're literally saying, I want the best love of all. I want divine love. I want a healthy, conscious, interdependent relationship. But I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to do... you're literally... You're contradicting yourself because you're in an energy of, I want this divine conscious relationship, but I'm not going to change who I am. And this bugs me. It's like this whole thing is like, for me, I was like, I was born in Ireland, so I was born a drinker. No, I don't drink anymore. Do you know what I mean? We think that we are a certain way, or we have to be a certain way, and change is wrong. We're supposed to evolve. It's like the meme of the caterpillar and the butterfly sitting there, and the caterpillar goes, you've changed. And the butterfly goes, we're fucking supposed to. Obviously, they didn't curse, but you know what I mean? You were supposed to evolve. Do you want to stay the same over and over again? And this is the thing. We attracted unhealthy relationship dynamics because we didn't change, because we didn't evolve. You know what I mean? And we think we're confusing change with control. There's a big fucking difference there. You were in a wounded energy and you attracted a narcissistic relationship, and that person stole who you were, and you disappeared. You lost who you were. But when you get into a conscious relationship, you help each other grow. This is the thing. For example, for me and my exes, with my exes, it was like, tone it down, shut up, don't speak. Your opinion doesn't matter. You're embarrassing. All this kind of stuff. And I just got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Whereas in a conscious, healthy relationship, you grow. Your weirdness is accepted and it's encouraged. You know what I mean? If for example, in narcissistic relationships, you have a plan, or you have a dream or an idea. The narcissist or the abuser, the controller, is going to tell you you're fucking stupid, tell you it's not possible, tell you you're worthless, tell you you're a fucking piece of shit. So you evolve into you don't evolve at all, and you just change into this worthless being that they see, right? But when you are with the right person encourages you, lights a fire under you, wants you to evolve. And one of the most beautiful things I ever heard was this elderly couple. And, they were asked, how did you stay How did you stay together for so long? How did you keep the love alive for so long? And he said, because I fell in love with every version of her. You know what I mean? Oftentimes, like in toxic relationships, you're changing and evolving and your partner doesn't. So you might go through a spiritual awakening and your partner stays stuck in the matrix, and they literally start to get jealous. Like this is for narcissistic abuse especially. If you actually evolve out of that, the narcissist is like, I've lost control, you're an asshole, don't fucking leave, come back here so I can fucking control you. Don't have dreams, don't have passions, don't have anything outside of this relationship. Don't have friends, don't have a life. You know what I mean? Whereas in a healthy, conscious relationship, if you have dreams and goals, your partner is going to be like, yes, let's do this. I'll help you. I'll support you every step of the way, and vice versa. So like, this is the power couple energy. Like, do you know what I mean? Where like both evolve together and you fall in love with every version of, you know, each other. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you look at somebody and you just love everything about them. You know what I mean? You love everything they do and everything they say and everything that they are. And then they start to get excited about something else. Doesn't that make you feel more love for them, more proud of them, more encouraging of them? Do you know what I mean? So like, this is evolution. This is encouragement. You're not changing for that person. You're evolving with them. You're both growing together. You know, and this is the most beautiful thing, you know, when it comes, this is the difference. This is the difference. You're going to know the difference. Okay, so if you're stuck in your past relationship energy, this is it. Like I keep saying this. Your biggest fear is losing control like you did in the past. But you not evolving is still you being controlled by your past. Your ex is still controlling you right now because you're not opening up to the evolution that's coming, to that love that's coming, to that change that's coming. I know change is scary, and we keep saying, I don't want to change who I am. You don't have to change who you are. At a core soul level, you're never going to fucking change. The only time you actually do disappear is if a narcissist steals from you. And, you know, I look back on myself over, like, there's this, when we went on a retreat in school, I think I was around 17 or 18. We were in the group, and there's a few people from the class, and we were told to write a list of write a thing, write something about each person in the class. So we all had one sheet of paper, so it was passed around. So every person in the group had to say something about me, and I still have that piece of paper. And most of it said, she's crazy, she's nuts, but she's the best person to talk to. I always go to her for advice and help. I'm still the person people go to for advice and help, and I'm still weird, and I'm still crazy. Do you know what I mean? In a good way. I have not actually changed for who I was when I was a kid or when I was a teenager, but I've evolved into a better version of that, a more mature version of that, a more aware version of that, a more healed version of that. But at a deep core soul level, I've always stayed the same. Do you know what I mean? And like, you know, even when I was in the narcissistic relationships and I lost myself, my heart and my soul was still there. It was always there, and it was always pure. Do you know what I mean? So when I escaped those dynamics, I evolved back into who I was, and that's it. You don't change who you are in the right relationship. You evolve into the person you were always meant to be. So this fear of change, this fear of, I don't want that person to control me. Yeah, you're literally still being controlled by your past because you're afraid that everyone is out. And this is the thing, we do this, especially when we come from toxic dynamics. Like, anyone who was nice to me for a long time, I was like, no, you want something, you're up to something, you're a liar. And, you know, I can tell this with people. I can tell, like, you know, like literally it's like they're trying to catch you on a lie. And I've seen this. I've seen this with people who have you know, toxic histories, or not toxic, you know, toxic relationship histories. They're literally waiting for you to lie. And you're like, I don't fucking lie, so you're not going to catch me on a lie. And they're looking at you like, how is she so real? Like, how is she not a liar? Because everyone I've known is a fucking liar. And this is what we do. We end up literally fearing the worst in other people and we push them away. We end up self-sabotaging good and healthy relationships because we're literally saying, I won't let that person change me. She's going to control me. I'm not going to let her control me. So the people stay single. This is it. We stay single. We end up hyper independent and we're like, I don't need to be in a relationship because I'm in control of my life. You're not in control of your life. Your fucking past is. Because if you don't heal your fucking shit, and if you let your past energy and the way your ex treated you dictate your fucking future, then you're not in fucking control. You're codependent to a past system. You're latching onto the walls around you and you're being controlled by your unhealed energy. And that's a fact. So like, you're afraid you're going to lose yourself to the future. The right relationship makes you evolve into your best self. And what you're doing right now is losing yourself to your past. This is effectively it. So we have to stop confusing control and change. There's a big fucking difference. You know what I mean? And with karmic relationships, we is there such a word as devolve? We go backwards, we go down, we lose ourselves. Our mental and physical well-being goes to fucking shit. We lose our confidence and we lose all sense of self. In a healthy relationship, in a relationship that's right for you, you grow, you evolve, your confidence just gets louder and louder and louder. You see something within yourself and within the world, you find your light again. That's the biggest difference. You know, in toxic relationships, when you're controlled, your ambition goes out the window. Like, you don't see anything. You just don't see a world other than that relationship. You're stuck in it, you're in fear, you're in fight or flight all the time. You know what I mean? There's no dreams, there's no goals, there's no aspirations. But when you meet the right person, you want to change. You want to evolve. It's not about change, and I keep saying changing. It's not change, it's evolution. You want to become a better version of yourself. You know what I mean? You end up, because you start to love yourself, you start to feel worthy again. And that's the biggest thing. You start to feel good in yourself. And you don't need another person to make you feel worthy. We need to get there on our own. But we have to start to believe that we can be who we choose to be. You know what I mean? And it's this bullshit of, I can't give you what you need. You're literally saying you won't. You're literally saying, I won't bother me whole giving anything to you because I don't want to fucking change out of my toxic energy. And this is it. These are toxic traits. We've adopted toxic traits because of our fear of evolution, our fear of change, our fear of losing ourselves again. But what you really do within the right relationship is you find yourself again. And that's the most beautiful thing. Like, you know, this is it. This is this black and white dark energy. You're controlled by your past. You're saying everything that new person does is control, which it isn't. They're encouraging you to grow. They're encouraging you to evolve. And you're literally blocking them out of your life. You're self-sabotaging because you are still being controlled by your past. You know what I mean? And I stop saying you don't want to change. Of course you want to change. Do you want to stay in this box forever? Not evolving. Because if you're not evolving, you're not living. You know what I mean? You're literally existing to die. That's all you're doing. If you're blocking your future because you fear the past will repeat itself, you're existing to literally just be on this planet. There's nothing to it. You know what I mean? And if you're so afraid, you've evolved so much already after escaping the past. You're aware now. You're going to know the difference if a person is helping you grow or keeping you stuck. It's helping you feel passion. And this is another thing. Is this new energy or new person waking you up to a bigger world? Because that's the difference. When you're in a toxic dynamic, you've got blinkers on. You're in that trauma bubble. You don't see anything outside the world. There is no dreams. There's nothing else. You're in this conditioned reality. But the right person will help you awaken to a bigger world within yourself and around you. So ask yourself that. Is this person closing you down or opening you up? Because as I said, you do not change for the right person, you evolve with them. And this is the most important thing. So don't let your past keep you controlled because you've already lost yourself to your past. Don't let it continue to happen. Open up your eyes, open up your heart, and open up your mind. Because I promise you, you will become the very best version of yourself if you just allow this change and transformation to happen. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help in your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and nothing more than to help you on your path. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box. And I'm hosting an inner child healing workshop. It'll be 90 minutes long. So anyone with issues around self-worth, abandonment issues, or rejection issues, this would be really helpful. I'm hosting it on the Wednesday the 4th of March at 6 p.m. Ireland UK time. For any information about that, just comment below.